If there was only one thing that I could teach around leadership, it would be DISC. DISC has changed my life. And what I appreciate about this particular program is that we're just reminded it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And the fact is that as we develop ourselves as a leader, there's when you have that repetition, the what's the old saying? Repetition is the mother of learning. And so appreciate you guys being on here because the more of it that you put in, even when you don't realize it, it's going to come out. The reason that disc would be the number one thing that I would teach in leadership is because my definition of leadership is effectively communicating your vision. Yes, you have to influence people. Leadership is influence. Yes, you want to help them get what it is that they want. And I'm telling you that when you help people get what they want, you'll get what you want. You might not get it from them, but when you give, you get. It's just as simple as that. And so communication, even when you know this stuff, it's not easy. It's simple, but not easy, right? Because you get in the heat of the day, and I mean, as much as I know about this, as much as I've taught this stuff, like I can still find myself operating in my personality style. So today we're going to focus on the S leader, and remember that there are strengths, there are strategies. I'm sorry, there's strengths, there's struggles, and their strategies. So every personality style has a strength, and we're going to look at the strength first. And then there are struggles many times communicating with another style. And then there's strategies, and that's what we really want to pay attention to is those strategies so that we can make sure that we effectively communicate. John Maxwell said that everybody communicates, few connect. Effective communication is connecting, getting on the same page. So let's talk about the S leader. The S leader, strengths. You have the ability, when it comes S to D, you have the ability to provide the encouragement on which the high D thrives as he or she seeks to achieve personal goals. Man, I love S's because they just want to help me get stuff done. And I mean, I love all people, but and this is why S's and D's marry each other because the D's want to get stuff done, the S's want to just help them get it done, and then the S's love the fact that there's somebody that'll take the lead and opposites attract and then opposites attack because we forget that that other person has the strength that we need on the team. The struggles is since this D desires constant control and instant action, he or she can easily exhaust an S leader like you who wants things to stay calm and peaceful. The biggest problem with this combination comes in the area of pace. You prefer things to stay the same and to work at a slower, steadier pace, while this team member prefers a faster work environment with lots of activities and projects. Here's some strategies. A D team member needs some autonomy. They need some areas over which he or she has control. And don't become disheartened when he or she doesn't need your assistance. And as an S leader, you like to assist, but they like to just be independent. Let's go. This person likes to do things himself or herself. Do not take it personally. Now, I will say that All of us need to be better at delegating, and all of us need to ask ourselves the question when we start to do something. If we're a leader and we've got a team, we've got people, um, is there someone else that can do this? Can I delegate this? Can I eliminate this? Can I automate this? Be more firm and results oriented when you deal with a high D personality. Be decisive and stick to your decisions. Realize that you will be tested. It is important that you do not waver. You got to be tough. S is understand that being more directive will not be easy for you, but it is necessary if you want to communicate effectively with a D. All right, an S to an I, supportive to interactive. Strengths, you have the potential to get along. You love to have a good time, and this person can provide the entertainment. You both provide praise and appreciation, which you both need to feel good about yourselves. The struggles keeping up with the pace of this team member with the I team member can be a challenge for you. The high I likes change and moves from activity to activity like a tornado. You prefer things to be calm, peaceful, and routine. So therefore, here's some strategies for you. Be more outgoing and energetic with this person. Listen, you can't live in another personality, but you can visit. You can visit long enough to communicate and to get some things done. Help this person set realistic goals that are broken into small increments. The attention span of this team member is short, so he or she is likely to get bogged down in long term assignments. Short term projects are much better for his or her interactive style. Do not bail this team member out when he or she has not been responsible with work or keeping on a schedule. Let him or her experience the logical consequences of being disorganized or forgetful. Help this person become more organized by writing down how something is to be done in a step-by-step manner. Use to-do lists, but don't be surprised if the list gets lost. So S to S's. You have a lot in common. You can enjoy being with each other. Both of you appreciate a relaxed, calm, peaceful work environment, and you both work to keep things that way. You help out the other one. Now, what I have seen is that when two S's are working together, it's hard to get stuff done. It's like, you go first. No, no, no. You go first. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, nothing happened. Nobody offended the other person. It's like when Michelle and Johan are together, no, no, you go first. You go. It's like, and I'm like, let's go. Let's do something. Okay. The struggles, the biggest trouble comes in the area of communication. You both talk indirectly. Both of you will suggest things, but neither will want to make decisions. I noticed that S's use this, see, what's the phrase? Kind of, sort of. I'm like, is it like, I got a guy that's my trainer. Now, I'm not an athlete. I'm not like getting, swole or anything like that. I'm just trying to stay alive. You know what I mean? But he's a high S, and so he'll use things like kind of or sort of or you know things like I'm like, dude, just like be straight up. Also, neither wants to initiate anything that might result in change because S's don't like change. If you're too accommodating, this team member may become too dependent upon you and lack the ability for independent thinking and doing. Here's what I love about S's. If you show them what to do, they want to do it, they want to do it right, and they'll do it exactly like they learned to do it forever. Forever. I love that. The problem is that nothing lasts forever except for salvation. And the fact is that you gotta things change. And so from time to time you have to update things. And since S's don't like change, and if you're an S leader, this could be a struggle. So here's some strategies. S to S, initiate more and be more decisive. Realize that some conflict and change is healthy. Help this team member not shy away from it. If you share the why and you share in the context of um, what that team member really wants, they want to help people, they want to support. So when we can put it in the context of how they're going to be better if they're willing to change, that they're able to help people better, help people more, they'll be more open to it. Draw out how this person feels and be willing to honestly share how you feel. Do not sweep hurt or negative feelings under the rug hoping they'll go away, because they won't. They'll just build up. All right. S2C, supportive leader and the conscientious team member. Both of you tend to be slower paced. You each need alone time and can enjoy working together without a lot of conversation. Neither of you is pushy, and both would prefer to avoid conflict. The struggles. In this pair, the critical nature of the C team member can easily result in hurt feelings on the part of the leader. You will tend to suppress those feelings rather than talk about them. The C team member's inner, intuitive, logical approach to life can at times clash with your more feelings oriented focus. Also, you naturally work to develop close relationships, and you may feel concern of this person's cool, calculated manner. It will help you. Of course, we're talking about S's right now, but we have to understand that that's just the way they are. All right, so here's some strategies. S to the C. Recognize that the C team members need for recognize the C team members' need for privacy. If there's a conflict, give him or her time alone to think. Scott probably didn't sleep last night. And ask to talk about the problem later. Be prepared to give in-depth explanations in a patient manner. Allow the C team member time for disappointment when he or she has not met his or her own high standards. Listen, this is a wonderful thing. You got someone who, like Scott, who just wants it to be right. He doesn't want us to waste my money. He doesn't want us to take risk. He doesn't want us to be off in our calculations. You got to love that. So give them the time, uh, give them the patience to explain. Give sincere, descriptive praise and show appreciation for good work. Do not overact to this person's tendency to be critical, but gently guide him or her to accept shortcomings as part of the reality of life.